The Director General of the World Trade Organization continues her first official visit to Nigeria with a visit to the Central Bank of Nigeria. She's received by the top management of the Apex Bank, led by the CBN governor, who's seeking assistance for the growth of local industries in the country.
We need to give a chance to our own local industries to grow. We need to give a chance for our local industries to create jobs and employment. And in doing so, we would need the support of institutions like yourself to work with us. Nigeria is open to business to any part of the world, and we would like to work with you.
The World Trade Organization Director General gives the assurance that the trade remedies operated by the body can help facilitate the growth of local industries.
WTO has what we call trade remedies, which can help us without banning things. We can be able to protect our industries against dumping and cheap exports and cheap imports and so on. And I want to strongly support that. So we can use those remedies as a tool to help our industries to grow.
Next stop is the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. She's received by the SGF, Mr. Boss Mustafa, accompanied by some members of the Federal Executive Council, and the conversation here centers on the COVID-19 pandemic.
And you remember at the beginning of the pandemic, there are many countries, blocked export. So we've managed to reduce this. There were 91 countries at the beginning who had restrictions and prohibitions on export of medical supplies and equipment. We are now down to 59. So we've reduced considerably, but it's still too many in my view. And so that's one of the things we're trying to get right.
The good thing about COVID-19 is that it has exposed the weaknesses of all systems. Even the most established democracies and economies have been brought to their knees by the adverse effects of COVID-19. But I think the developing economies stand to benefit if they learn from the lessons of these adverse impacts and look at their systems, their governance systems, their economic foundations, and the need to heighten inclusion in the way we develop our agendas and our programs.
Thereafter, she meets with the organized private sector and pledges the readiness of the global trade body to assist micro, medium, and small enterprises with capacity building.
There are many avenues for the WTO to assist the government and to work with you, the private sector, to add value to your businesses and therefore to trade more.
By this quarter, most likely already early next quarter, Nigeria will be the largest exporter of fertilizer urea in Africa.
She had earlier visited the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who stated that he was excited about the international trade prospects for the Nigerian people.